everyone. Welcome back to Shebar's podcast. Today's guest is Dusya. Hi, Dusya.
Hi, how are you
Welcome to
doing?
my good. Welcome to my podcast. Thank you for coming on today.
Absolutely, thank you for having me.
So, can you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
Sure, so I'm a holistic life coach and I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. And yeah, I right now I combine my medical background with holistic modalities, and I basically help entrepreneurs right now with improving their business by helping them go through their childhood or whatever other issues are blocking them or helping or makes them feel stuck.
Oh, nice. So, what inspired you to become a holistic coach?
So I grew up hearing about holistic modalities. Reiki was not part of it at the time, but I heard about plant medicine and like different, whether it was Eastern Asian modalities. I heard about different kind of modalities that were used, and I didn't really think that I would be implementing them later in my life. I just thought, okay, yeah, I know about this. Okay, no big deal. And I was originally just thinking like I'm was more interested in science in general, and I decided to go into medical school because I just grew up. Some people who I grew up were either lawyers, were like in doing legal work, and there were others who were in the medical field, and I just felt more, how should I say, more attracted to the medical field.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, after I graduated high school, I was planning to go to college. That didn't work out because life happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to patient care. And so I was working at nursing aid for just for like temporary time, just because as I had to be the quote unquote breadwinner. And I decided, okay, when everything settles down, I will go then to school, continue my education, to become a doctor or whatever comes up for me in my life. And yeah, now for a couple of years, I was working in patient care. I was helping, working with clients who had Alzheimer's, who were like an aging population. And I would say for the first 5 years, like I would be working with patients, I noticed that like there was sometimes situations where I thought I think they could use more than, sorry about the background noise. I just kept thinking there's something more they could have except for the medical. Like the medical was just not enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept thinking, I even kept talking to the doctors, like asking them if it was possible. And it was like I was talking to a wall, basically.
Yeah.
And every time I thought, okay, I'll just let it go. But then every time, again, a patient I would be dealing with, or even if it was not my patient, but I would be thinking, okay, I think there's more than just pills that these people could use. And but I didn't really have like any opportunity to find out what's more out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I I thought about holistic, but it was not really like in the back of my head. We're like, okay, yeah, I mean, they could use it, but it just didn't feel like, okay, I really have to give them this. Like, I really have to talk about this.
Yeah.
However, in 2014, after my mother passed away, I started thinking, okay, it's time for me to find out who I am as a person. And I also met people who were doing Reiki and who were like in that world. And I immediately felt at home. Like, I know these people, I just felt like whatever they were talking about, it was like, of course, yeah. I mean, what else is out there? Like, this is normal. And that's when I realized this is who I am. This is my world, and I have to find out where I can find people who are like that.
Mm-hmm.
And these people who I met, they were in New Hampshire, and I'm in Massachusetts, and I thought, well, I can visit them, but it's going to be a little hard. So I decided, okay, I have to find something that's local. And so I went on Facebook, and I found then the Modern Mystery School, and that's in Boston, and or at least they're around Boston. And I just looked at it, and I said, I want to try. I want to know more. And I started going to meditations, and that was just like the basics for me. I went to meditations, and I decided I want to do more. I just went every week, and never mind, I was living in a toxic situation. But the more I went to meditation, the more I realized I just felt like I was having so many aha experiences.
Mhm.
And I just like I couldn't even imagine not going there anymore. Like I started having this meditation guide, and at some point I was just talking to him about something, and I just felt like I just there was one of those days where I just felt so excited about the experience, whatever it was, and he said, "There's so much light around you," and I thought, "What?" Like I had no idea what you were talking about. And then at some point he called me, and I have to, he's very persuasive, but in this time it was legitimately persuasive. And he
Wow.
said, you know what, I really want you to do Reiki. And he just kept talking about it. And he said, I really think you would benefit from it. You really should do it. And so that, okay, I'll do it. And seriously, it was 2 days intensive Reiki class, in person and distant Reiki. And it just blew my mind. Again, I had so many aha experiences. I thought, realize this is who I am. I just felt at home. I felt like I understood. I felt like around my people. And after that, I was certified in Reiki, and I was just doing it on the volunteer basis. And I have to say, I didn't really trust myself. I didn't really think that I was that amazing, honestly. I was still in the medical field, and I just thought, well, I'm just going to do it on volunteer basis. I didn't realize how powerful Reiki is. I mean, I learned a lot about Reiki. I knew how powerful it is, but how should I put it? I just didn't really get like I just felt like I just stepped my toe into the ocean, but I didn't realize, oh my gosh, can you believe what this is actually doing? And only
So is
when
it more than just meditation?
it's more
The
than meditation. Yes, the
it is.
Reiki, yeah, it's healing the body. Like whatever you're going through, it helps with stress. It helps with like stress, anxiety, health issues, whatever you're going through. Reiki is it's so powerful. Like sometimes, like I work with clients who who have chronic health issues, and sometimes they go to their health practitioners, and their practitioners say, well, I mean, you're taking this medication, that's just, I mean, that's what it is, that's your life. But when I started working with these clients, and even when I was just volunteering, and then they were talking about their medical issues, I thought, wait a minute, I could use my medical knowledge. Like I understand the medical world, I know what they're talking about. And it's like when they're looking at the medical thing, it's like they're saying, okay, this is what our medical books say, but they're not thinking about, okay, what did people like what people do with acupuncture. Like they don't really, not many doctors think in that direction, and they just say, well, these are the pills you have to take, and this is, I mean, this is your like your to help you function. And when I started doing the Reiki, I just hearing these people how it improved their health, how saying like I had this problem and now it's almost gone. And I realized, and when they were talking about their medical issues, I thought I had to come back. I have to use my medical background here. Like I can help people. I know I understand both worlds,
Yeah.
and that's how I just started doing implementing Reiki with Western medicine. Like anytime they would talk about their medical issues, I would know. Oh, okay, this is what I get now. I get what your doctors are talking about.
Mhm.
So I would say, okay, this is what your doctors are talking about, and I mean, they know what they know. However, here's the holistic side of it. Like this is like the holistic see, it looks at the whole of mind, body, and soul. It looks at all parts of you, and everything is interconnected. Here, like this is where we can focus on. We can implement what they told you. However, we can continue from that part. Like if
Yeah.
they told you to take a medication, medications have side effects. Reiki, for example, it doesn't have any side effects at all. Except, I know you just feel like you're on vacation, really.
So
And
it like relaxes your
yes,
body and
exactly.
stuff. Oh,
Exactly. Yeah. And how I talk to my clients or anybody, like as I said, medication has its side effects, or you have to lower your dosage, you have to like raise your dosage. But with Reiki, you get like if you have a side effect with any medication, Reiki actually continues the healing where the medication stops. And like if you have like a side effect from any medication with Reiki, you're like, oh, okay, I can go back to work. I can do this and this and this. Like it's like they just feel it's like feel rejuvenated afterwards. it just it's just
so
amazing.
do you have like I'm trying to think. Do you have
Uh
like
huh.
sessions with your clients? Like, does it take 8 weeks or 6 weeks or something like that?
So I do a 4 week program.
Hmm.
However, you can have it either the 4 weeks, like one week after another, or you can have like every second week, but it's a 4 week program. And because the 4 weeks is the most that you need to complete the process or whatever you need healing on. It's like in the 4 weeks, I can combine a bunch of healing modalities. I can combine crystal healing with including Reiki and any other healing that I offer, it can be all combined together within these 4 weeks. So that after the 4 weeks, you'll feel like a new person. You'll feel improved, and I mean, even if you still like, you'll be able to feel empowered, and you'll be able to, like, if you want to talk to a doctor, and if you feel like there's something that you want to make changes to your medication, or if you feel like, you know what, I know what I need now and I want to change something in my health, like when you're working with your healthcare practitioner, it's like it's supposed to be teamwork, and your doctor, of course, your nurse or your healthcare practitioner is like the one say, okay, I think you should take the medication, and you can then say, you know what, I agree, I appreciate this medication, but I think I need to try something different, or I want to lower my medication, or just, I mean, you can then just say, I feel much better now, and I know this works for me, and this doesn't work,
Yes.
as opposed to, well, I mean, if you think I should take it, I will. That's just, and Reiki, yeah, and Reiki helps you with, like, when you're overwhelmed, like whether you're on medication or whatever situation you're going on in your life. It helps you, like when you're feeling stuck, when you can't, like I work with entrepreneurs right now, and they're like either feeling stuck, or they can't figure out, okay, how do I balance my marriage with my business? Like, I want to have more time for my business, I want to have more time for my family, and they get so overwhelmed, they don't know how to balance it out. And besides, I can say, okay, well, how about, do you have a schedule? I mean, I can tell you that, but at the same time, I can say, okay, how about if you have a session of Reiki to clear your mind, and after just one session, they're like, they already know, they already have a roadmap in mind. Like, they know what they want. And they know, okay, this is what's going on. This is what I need. And they're like, they can focus better.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I want to thank you so much for coming on my show and speaking about
absolutely.
holistic coaching. You have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye. Hi, everyone. I want to thank you so much for supporting my podcast and for listening to my interview with Dacia. I think I'm saying it wrong, but with Dacia, she is a holistic coach. So if you're looking into uh, hiring a holistic coach to help you better yourself, you can go to her website. I've linked it below. Is Dacia Dacia'sMiracleHealing.com, and you can see what her website offers, see what she offers on her coaching. So I hope y'all have a great day, and thank you all so much for your support. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Have a great day.